So it was Spark Carly at Skip Bags Radio. So I see you're from Indiana, like Grace, like Michael Jackson and Larry Bird. As a child of Indiana educators, and Indiana's a tough place, a hard place. What was it like growing up in a family full of teachers in Indiana?
Yes, as I'm sure you all know, I did grow up in an elite household full of educators, which is great. That's stimulating for the mind. But unfortunately, surrounding that environment, you have the small town of Indiana. There are people there with not much to do. They do go-karts and circles, they tip bovine, they imbibe in way too many intoxicating beverages, just completely inferior behavior, which is why I exited.
So when did you realize that you wanted to wrestle, and how long of a journey has it been for you to get to today, and especially tonight?
Yes, I actually started my professional career in technical design, informing factories how to manufacture garments. I then turned to operations, just generally in the workforce, not in wrestling or sports entertainment. But then someone at a TED Talk I was doing turned me on to WOW. And I thought that it was a really fascinating environment that could really benefit from my help. So I approached David McLean and Jeannie Buss directly, and we just really merged into this great group, and I've been able to help them bring this company to a higher level. And I've worked with them on operations since, and then I assumed that with my superior skills and knowledge, I might as well step into the ring and help around the ring to give everybody some real competition.
So it sounds like they really owe you a debt of gratitude.
Yes, they thank me quite often.
So like your outfit there, you mentioned you were in apparel before. Is that something that you made yourself, or you had your team of designers?
Yes, actually, believe it or not, I am the head of the costume design department as well. So I handcrafted many of the garments, such as Rena Reyes, Sassy Massey, and I did indeed make my own garments.
Yeah, turn around.
IQ Superior. I just had to make sure, the quality was up to my standards. It's hard to find good help.
Yeah, careful.
Hi Samantha, how are you?
Greetings.
So coming from an elite family of educators, when you finally decided to make the transition over to professional wrestling, did you receive support and get support from your family?
Yeah, my dad is the dean of a college, my mom is a teacher, and my sister is actually a teacher as well. So at first, the concept and idea was very shocking to them. Why would my brilliance be needed in a wrestling ring? The answer is not obvious at first. But then once I told them my master plan and how much I would be helping the masses of the IQ inferiors, they got it. It clicked, they're behind me, and my father actually grew up being a Dick the Bruiser fan in Indiana. And if you know anything about our founder, David McLean, he actually promoted Dick the Bruiser in Indiana. So.
Very cool. And did you have any influences in pro wrestling growing up prior to the TED Talk that turned you on to WOW?
No, I had no background with wrestling prior.
So yeah, you mentioned you transitioning from the administration at WOW to the wrestling side. How did you feel before your first match?
I felt very ready and very prepared. I have a lot on my plate. I knew I was ready. I've been analyzing, collecting data, far more prepared than anyone else on the roster. So I was just ready to perform, get that over with, and move on to the next stage.
Excellent. Good confidence. Just lastly, I also noticed you're partners with the disciplinarian and whatnot. Is there a good cop, bad cop scenario? And if so, who's the good cop and bad cop?
Good and bad is a human construct, so I don't like to think of anything in those terms. The disciplinarian does have a temper, but that's one of the reasons why she can be an asset. You can bring that out of her, or you can pull it back, whatever's needed for the victory in that moment. And I did search through all of the educators, all of them, to find the last remaining educator that still upholds discipline.
Thank you.